Hi, I'm Maryn Dempsey, and today I will be talking about something that everyone goes through. At some point in everyone's life, they are going to suffer through something that will forever have an effect on them. However, the way that they deal with the pain is what gives them their character. This is the main theme throughout Khaled Hosseini's book, A Thousand Splendid Suns. This book is about a young girl named Miriam who's 15 and lives with her mother. After a tragic event, she temporarily goes to live with her father, who almost immediately sends her away to go live with a 40-year-old man named Rashid, who is to be her husband. She doesn't want to go to this at all, and she soon realizes that when she meets with him and then, goes to live with him, that she no longer has any control over her life. He makes her wear a burqa, which covers everything. She's not allowed to be seen without it on. She's not allowed to leave the house without him. She's not allowed to do anything on her own, and that's how she basically lives her life. When she gets pregnant, she has a miscarriage, so after that, Rashid kind of loses hope in her and realizes that this is not who he wanted, and she will give him nothing. So he transforms himself and starts treating her like nothing. About halfway through the book, a new character is born. Her name's Layla, and she falls in love with her childhood friend Tariq, who moves away because of the terrorist attacks in Afghanistan. And she finally gets to leave with her family, but as soon as she leaves with her family, her parents unexpectedly die, and she is picked up by Rashid and Miriam and soon becomes his second wife. I started reading this book November 1st, and I finished it on November 12th. This book would technically be considered a fiction because, not real, but it's definitely very dramatic, and it has a lot of events that were true. Like, they mention the 9/11 attack on the Twin Towers. This book is published by Riverhead Books in 2007. It has 415 pages, so it's definitely about middle of the road on length and stuff. I would recommend this book to teens ages 14 through 18 because there is a lot of mature content, such as, abuse, domestic violence, stuff about miscarriages that can be very touchy. And this book would be suitable for most adults. You got to remember the fact that abuse and stuff happens. This is available in hardcover and paperback, and probably video or audio of some form if you go on to like audible.com or something like that. You can learn a lot about the author at his website, khaledhosseini.com. The main theme of this book is, everyone suffers, and it's how you deal with it that makes you who you are. The main characters are Miriam and Layla, who are Rashid's wives. And then there's Rashid, and then Tariq, who is Layla's love interest. Another book that relates to A Thousand Splendid Suns is Holding Up the Universe by Jennifer Niven. This is about a girl named Libby who experiences her mother's death when she's 10, and her way of coping is eating. So she becomes the world's fattest teen. It goes to a point where at the age of 13, she had to be cut out of her house because she was having a panic attack and she couldn't get up and move by herself. It's also about how she comes in contact with this boy named Jack, who is face blind, which means he knows who people are, but looking at them, well, I guess I shouldn't say that. He doesn't know who people are, but he knows he has a mom and he has a family, but he just doesn't know who they are. Like, he looks at you, right? And he's like, okay, you have brown hair and blue eyes and whatever, that makes you whoever. And then he'll look away and he'll look back and he'll be like, who are you? But like he plays it cool the entire time. So like he knows he has this illness, this, you know, disease, I guess you could call it, and he learns to work with that. The last book I would recommend is called It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. It is about this young boy who realizes he has depression, and he admits himself into this psychiatric whatever in the hospital, and he stays there for about a month, and he, you know, meets all these kind of people that have, you know, the same problems as him, and he you know, learns to find himself. He learns to understand why he's depressed and, you know, how to deal with it. So all of these characters in all of these books are suffering, and they all deal with it in different ways. You know, some dramatic ways, some people pretend like it's never happened, some people move on, some people, you know, keep it with them for the rest of their lives and let them, you know, drive the rest of how they will live. In conclusion, these books are not just a selection of good reads. They will take you into a world of happiness and pain and tears and smiles and laughter. And I highly recommend you to go to your local bookstore or library and let these books open up your mind to the world of reading and feelings. Thank you.